Let's be honest and get this out of the way right from the beginning. Failure at work can be worse because it is in front of people you typically see almost every day. And as more problems arise that greatly affect your lifestyle, many of us have been facing failure more than expected. It can be very challenging to cope with these mistakes and failures, but doing so is an important part of your growth. So, this is something you can think about and do to bounce back to your normal life. The first thing to understand is that failure at work is very common. You are not alone. Just like you, everyone else is making mistakes as well every day, every single minute. Our work lives are simply moving too quickly. The requests are piling up one on top of another. And it seems like we are never able to catch up, let alone get ahead. These mistakes, errors, and failures at work are made easily by these circumstances. The pressure is enough to make anyone crack. So, don't waste your time feeling ashamed when you make a mistake in your workplace. Learning to accept failure at work as an inevitable part of the process positions you well to become overcoming the negative feelings and aftermath of these situations. If you have ever failed at work, you know that your ego can take a bit of a shot in these situations. That is universal truth. But learning how you can manage these breakdowns and the negativity associated with failure at work can help you bounce back quickly and get you back up on that horse so you can crush it next time. And to do that, I mean to learn to manage the disappointment and negativity that you typically feel following a failure at work, you need to explore what happened. It means you need to reflect on the situation that occurred. Identify the things that went well as the things that didn't. Why did the things that went well? And why did the thing that went poorly? Answering these types of questions will provide you with important insights as well as an added degree of self-awareness. This will equip you with lessons that you can take forward to improve and become better the next time you take on a similar task. Once you've made your new strategy, it's time to begin trying to reflect on your current coping behaviors. The ones where after you make a mistake, you go and cry about it, get defensive, and then go eat a bunch of ice cream afterward in an attempt to console yourself. So, take some time to reflect on how you currently cope. Why do you act that way? Is it your attempt to try and cover up the internal insecurity that you have? Or is there any other reason? Once you figure out the reason, admit it to yourself and accept that this is how you have been acting in the past and that a change needs to occur. From here, you can begin retraining yourself and shifting away from being defensive and eating ice cream to gain self-awareness and growing from the mistake you made in life. Repeating this process will help you modify and adjust your strategies, and it can help you grow and evolve as a person. Try your best to avoid becoming a finger pointer whenever you make a mistake, especially when it's a failure at work, because nobody wants to work with someone who can't take responsibility or be accountable for their own actions and decisions. A finger pointer is, in my definition, someone who often blames others on their own mistakes. I understand that it's not always easy to accept the blame and admit mistakes, especially when there are consequences for your actions. But that degree of accountability is very important to your personal growth and development. Finally, the message is, learn to view these mistakes as opportunities for your personal development. If you can do that, you go far, become successful in your personal journey.